The real reason why you are bald-headed. No, I'm kidding, but this is the real reason why your hair might not be growing or retaining length. And it's because your hair is not matched to fit its porosity. Now listen, I know you heard that word a bunch of times, but I'm about to really break it down to you and really tell you why it's important, because a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't understand why it's so important. What is porosity? Porosity is how your hair obtains moisture. Porosity is how open or how closed your cuticles are, and that determines how moisture gets in it. Low porosity cuticles are so tight, it's hard for anything to get through. High porosity cuticles are wide open that things get through super easily, but they leave just as fast. Now, if you have medium porosity, congratulations, you won the porosity jackpot, because medium porosity has balanced cuticles. It allows moisture to get in pretty easily, and it stays in for a good amount of time. Now, a lot of people go on social media and they follow their favorite hair influencer and they follow their routine. But their routine may not work for your hair because y'all don't have the same porosity. If you have low porosity hair and you're laying your hair with thick, heavy oils like coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil, you are suffocating your hair. You are causing buildup in your hair. Low porosity hair does not like thick oils. Remember, low porosity has tight cuticles. Therefore, it's very hard for anything to penetrate through it. Thick oils is not going to get through low porosity hair. You need lightweight oils. High porosity hair like thick oils, okay? Because those cuticles are so wide open, you need something thick to help close the cuticles. You don't want a lightweight product in that high porosity hair. It's not gonna stay. It's gonna go in and leave just as fast, just like your man be coming and going. Protein. Low porosity hair is prone to protein damage, so you don't want to overdo it on the protein with low porosity hair. High porosity hair needs protein, so you want to put much more protein on high porosity hair than you would on low porosity. People don't realize that hair porosity affects so much. It affects how you shampoo your hair, how often you should wash your hair. It affects the products you should put in your hair. It affects how much protein you should put in your hair. It affects how often you should put heat on your hair. It affects if you should steam your hair or not. It affects if you should wash your hair in cold or warm water, and so much more. So yes, your hair might be growing at the roots, but if you're not following a porosity specific routine, it is breaking off at the ends, which is why you're still bald-headed. No, I'm kidding. Little hair matters. Okay, Endyah, you saying all this about learning your hair porosity. Well, how do I do it? If your hair takes forever to get wet in the shower and products just sit on top of your hair, and when your hair is wet, it takes forever to dry, you probably have low porosity hair. Does your hair get wet pretty fast but also start to dry just as fast? And when you put moisturizer in your hair, does it feel like it needs more moisture like 10 minutes later? And when you do a style in your hair, does your hair tend to be frizzy and break off? You probably have high porosity hair. Does your hair get wet pretty easily and also stay wet for a good amount of time? Do you have no problem putting product and keeping product in your hair? And when you style your hair, does it look moisturized for a pretty good amount of time? Congratulations, you have medium porosity hair and you hit the porosity jackpot. Did I say that already? Well, I should say it again. You hit the porosity lottery and we're all jealous of you. Now, if you ask yourself all those questions and you still don't know, you can do the porosity water test. Now, this is where you're going to get a glass of warm water. You're going to put a tiny piece of hair. Now, don't get scared cutting your hair. A lot of people get so scared. Oh my God, I got to cut my hair. Just a tiny little piece. You won't miss it. Anyway, you're going to take a tiny piece of hair and you're going to drop it into that glass water. If it's just sitting at the top and it's taking a while to start going under, you have low porosity hair. Now, if you put a piece of hair in that glass and it instantly sinks to the bottom, you have high porosity hair. Now, if you put a little piece in and then it's sitting at the top, but it starts to go under, and then it kind of sitting in the middle of the glass container, you have medium porosity here. Now, to wrap this all up in a tiny little red pink bow, this is the conclusion. When you follow a hair care routine based off your hair porosity, you are going to see less breakage. You are going to retain that length in your hair. And it's also going to allow room for more hair growth at the scalp as well. Yeah, bet you didn't know that. I'm telling you, when I started following a hair care routine based off my hair porosity and not my hair type, because porosity is more important than type, but that's another topic for another time. Anyway, when I started following based off my hair porosity, that is when I seen the most maximum growth I've ever seen. And not just growth, healthy hair. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. 3 months, you'll see a big difference. Anyway, my name is Endyah Latson with For Your Porosity. Follow for more hair care tips. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Threads. Follow me on X. All at For Your Porosity. And also check out my website. Boom. And that's on first YouTube video completed. Now time to edit.